us now to discuss all of this is film critic Ali Arikan. Ali, good to see you. So let's look at this. I mean, this is so strange, but it's also compelling from a number of perspectives. Let's look at it from both sides. First of all, yes, Chris Rock is a comedian. Comedians love to shock people, especially at an event that is watched globally, like the Academy Awards. However, he's making fun of somebody's wife's appearance, somebody who has a condition that causes her to lose her hair. Is this being viewed as a joke that went way too far?
No, I think I'm not about to clutch my pearls yet. To be perfectly honest, and it was a harmless joke, and maybe he didn't know about her alopecia. And let's be honest, alopecia, as bad as it might be, and as great a struggle as it is, it's not really losing your hair to, you know, other more serious ailments. And besides, it was just a silly little joke. And even if it weren't, I don't think that a comedian joking, and it is a very mild joke, you know.
I don't know. I mean, the reaction that Will Smith had, he's clearly enraged by this. When you make fun of somebody's...
It's like the Zapruder film, to be perfectly honest. It's like the
yes.
It's the Zapruder film, because I have... As the whole thing was happening, I looked at it. I was watching it live, and then I went back. Look, he makes a joke, and it's a joke saying basically G.I.J. He doesn't say, oh, you know, shaved your head and, you know, you look like Robert Duvall from THX 1138. No, he says, oh, right, I'm looking forward to G.I.J., a film from like 25 years ago. Anyway, and then he says... so he says that, the camera cuts to Will Smith. Will Smith is clearly laughing. And then, but you see Jada Pinkett Smith, her expression change a bit. So obviously, you know, Will Smith saw that and realized that he was about to get the rolling pin when he went home. So he thought, right, okay, might as well do this. And to be perfectly honest, of all the things he could have done, the most obvious one, the sort of respectable one, would have been releasing a statement just afterwards, after he won the award, after he won the Oscar as well, or just coming up with a dig. Rather than that, I mean, it is such a surreal moment that a lot of people are wondering whether it was staged. I don't think it was staged because of everything that went.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed to be sort of perfectly orchestrated until you saw the emotion on Will Smith's face as he was yelling afterwards. And so from that perspective, his reaction, guess what was trending immediately on Twitter and for a very long time? Toxic masculinity. A lot of people were calling this out and saying, you know, Will Smith just assaulted somebody. Why is he now sitting there in the crowd? What is the reaction to that slap right now, the slap heard around the world?
Well, the slap holder, that's perfect. Absolutely. I mean, what was I thought, and this is something that I tweeted as well, what was I thought was egregious was the fact that he did that, okay, and he wasn't asked to leave. The Academy releasing a statement saying, oh, well, you know, we're against violence of all kinds, of all sorts. It doesn't mean anything. He still had the pride of place right at the center, in front row center, and he was there for the rest of the night, just hooting and hollering as if nothing had happened. And people were, a sort of sense emanated from everyone attending, going, well, you know, it's kind of understandable. I love the way that he tried to turn his speech into, you know, Serena Williams' father, you know, Richard Williams was, and he also used the past tense. The guy's still alive. You know, he was a serious defender of his family. Well, all of that is, you know, all well and good, but you don't just go up and slap anyone, even if they insulted you. This is not, you know, it's. As a lot of people who love the Joker are prone to say, we live in a society, you know, just because someone annoyed you doesn't mean that you can go up and slap them.
Yeah, very strange. Okay, so that has overshadowed what is supposed to happen at the Oscars. Tell us about that. Who won? Who was snubbed? What were the big moments besides the slap?
Well, I think the big moment was obviously Coda winning, because this is the first time a streaming service has won. Netflix has been trying to win awards, win Best Film Oscar for years now, and here comes Apple, and I love the way that Apple positioned themselves as some sort of plucky young upstart, the largest company in the world, winning Best Film Oscar, and it went to Coda. A film that was only available. I think it is a very nondescript film. It doesn't have any sort of character going for it, and one hates to be glib and hyperbolic about these things. So I'm going to be very level-headed and tell you that it is probably one of the worst films to win Best Film Oscar. But nonetheless, it's just like I said, and you said it's been overshadowed by the whole Will Smith thing. His win, Will Smith's win, it was one of the only sure things going into the award ceremony, and he kind of blighted the most important night of his career. Jane Campion winning Best Director, obviously it's a good film. I don't think it's a very great film, but it's a good film. Another woman director winning, and this is very important as well. I would say that Drive My Car, winning Best Foreign Language Film is great as well, because it is a very powerful film, but it's not as I would have preferred The Worst Person in the World to win it. I think it's a slightly better film, but again, something to be celebrated.
Sure.
But nonetheless, going back, I think in years to come, this is like, you thought, okay, reading out the wrong winner is probably the worst thing that could have happened in the. And then Will Smith goes and slaps someone. So I don't know what's going to happen next year. I don't know, like an alien landing or something. They're just trying to one themselves.
Yeah, I mean, there was some talk or rumor that the Ukrainian president could even show up via video screen and address the Oscars. So you never know anymore what could happen. But hey, that's the world we live in. Ali Arikan, good to talk to you. And it's nice to talk about art for a little bit and not be talking about war.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Take care.